What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Happy Hour. We're back.
It's another Friday.
Yes, with part 2 of the reunion of the Durban
The last
girls, the last part. And the first scene that we have, to my surprise, is the Queen. Please tell me why.
I think I wanted the Queen. Personally, I wanted them to address in Naboguti. They heard her say, or they think they heard her say.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it was the perfect opportunity for her to be there, by address the issue that it was not what they thought they heard.
All right, no, I get that. And the apology. This is, for me, I don't care about apologies. I'll be honest. I don't care about apologies because for me, apologies don't mean anything. You know, I care about the behavior after that we were trying to correct. So for me, them coming with the gifts and realizing that they were sorry and actually understanding what the confusion came when she did this.
Yes.
And for me, that was a genuine apology. It was nice. They had gifts. They intended to apologize. As opposed to a fake apology that we saw last week. Only apologizing because they realized who is now telling the truth and she's not going to say anything. So that is an apology.
It was a great thing to apologize because they were wrong.
They were wrong.
That way, because they were wrong, this season, that's how they treated her throughout the whole season. Especially Annie.
Yeah, because that's what they thought they heard. So for me, that was amazing. They actually intended to apologize. And then we move on to eat, drinking, No. First, before we move on to that, I also just find it a little bit unnecessary that we saw the clip with Nonku's dad apologizing to Nonku's mother.
I think most probably it was a moment of closure since Nonku spoke about it so much on the show. Ugutu must apologize and everybody we must see it because it's what we were talking about the first 3-4 weeks.
So maybe the Williams should get their own show.
Williams, maybe. I think they should get their own show.
I have any drama. Okay. Then we talk about. Then they go into a topic that has been discussed quite a bit the whole season, which is Nonku's drinking.
You know what? I think Oguti Unonku, the whole drinking situation is still a sore point because when she was trying to talk, I think she threw a few jabs at what's her name? Ulond. And then they ended up having that little
when they had resolved so nicely.
Power, you know, Londi was like, but I apologize.
Yeah, they resolved so nicely, you know.
But I think it also goes back that cannot get her point across.
Yes.
Instead of just saying, you know what, Londi, firstly I would like to say Londi did apologize, but I will just say how I felt then because it's been brought up and particularly.
And then Lakonga asking for the same courtesy to be understood. But I think Ulakonga, because you lied, girl, and you didn't want to.
You know what? I think Lendekalakonga is so easy to put it to bed. I think as much as Utobile is not my personally, but she said it Gahlanjan.
But another thing that
you could have just been honest.
But the thing is, we are missing the point. You see, a reunion does not make the show. The whole show is the show.
Yes.
So for me, Tobile still doesn't deserve to be on the show because we didn't see anything from her. Even the times that she was talking and speaking and standing up for herself or whatever it is she was doing that because it was a response. It wasn't any of her own content.
Yes.
I still maintain that Tobile doesn't deserve to be on this show. She's fine on the wives. I think
but she
on
nothing.
Her own show.
Honestly,
she didn't share anything.
The only reason why we know about Tobi's life is because she had the Mtombini show.
She must stay there at that Mtombini show because that's what suits her better for real. I'm not trying to be funny, but we didn't. She showed up to events late. She was never there. The only person she spoke to is Sarusha. The question still remains: who is close to Tobile? Nobody was able to answer it at Sansity when Londi asked. Till this. Okay, then we move on to the deviation of the married and the unmarried. And for me, it was so disappointing to see Ulondi try and bite people's heads off and saying, but it's not I work. Nobody said you don't work. Ulakongo said you have support. And it doesn't have to be financial. If I am a single person paying my own bills fully by myself, living by myself, there's a difference than living with my partner and us sharing the bills, even if it means that I'm not paying rent because he's paying it or we're paying it half. that is support. So that's what was said. So for me, it was just like, this is a real thing that they should have addressed and stopped the divide.
No, I think Dubai addressed it, the way they addressed it is because it's like, see.
It's also because they didn't want to deal with the fact that it's true.
Yes,
it's true. And Ibona, who, just for example, you are the ones that are on the jets. I don't mean to be shady, but I highly doubt that any of those girls
can afford.
Took money out of their own pockets to go and thingy for the jets. Even if they did, it's because they have a support system at home that allows them to do that. If me can keep him money, jets, I'm taking it out of one income. Two is better than one. You don't have a dual income if you're not married.
And it's like,
okay, so for me, I think with the ladies, the petal situation, I think what was irritating was the line. Like, nobody cared about Petal. He wasn't on the show. You don't have to be in a relationship to be on the show. Mabuse is not dating anyone. We don't know who Mabuse is dating.
I think going back to Amasuga Mabuse, Uguti, Udake does not know what's going on between her and Petal.
So then don't
and
lie.
That's okay.
But don't lie. She lies.
Just say Uguti has a team, guys.
This is a friend.
Jenga Manji is your friend.
Who I want.
I like.
Yes, I like
maybe
him.
There'll be something, maybe there's not something. But Jenga Manji, angazi ukuthi si
Yes, finish.
But then enjoy his company if you want to.
Yeah.
Jabula mele sama flower. Just to tell the girls, oh my God, but Musa Manji went something ati nyajola. That's the problem. And I don't know why we get it.
So she's hiding behind, well, I only tell certain people certain things. Well, you're on a reality show. And normally that would be fine in your own life, but you're on a reality show.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like I hope she does not come back next season. You're not a candidate for a reality show.
Because she doesn't want to say anything.
Yes. If you think that you want to keep certain things secret, then do that in your own personal life. Don't come on Real Housewives. You have many other shows that are going on.
Yes.
She picked up a show, I think, wherever. Like, just don't come back.
Just do that.
Don't come back.
I think this whole thing, the reputation.
Exactly. Don't come back. You are not a candidate for reality TV. And yeah, keep it pushing, keep it moving where you were making moves somewhere else, and that's it. I was even shocked and disappointed about the house. Because she admitted that's not her house. She's like, I can't film in my home. Then why did you say to people, welcome to my home? And even have a session with Usane there, the workout session.
But they shouldn't have had,
and then she hides behind the technicality of, I never said I owned it. Girl. Like, nobody said Londi owns her home. Nobody said Annie owns her home. Owning. We don't know whether they have the title. You don't know. No, that's not the point.
I can't come to owner ever in that show. Now Mabusi can make an example of Mabusi. Barely, she was not part of the show initially. But Mabusi when they went on the weekend away. Let's go inside. Well, I'm wrong hand.
So for me,
so there's so many scenarios where we were just
the lies can't work, and unfortunately, if you're on a reality show, you sign up to share. And if you don't want to share, then
you shouldn't be on a reality show.
Then you really shouldn't be on a reality show. And yeah, Umabosige and Jojo.
You know what? I think Jojo went wrong. Okay, not even I think. It went wrong. Bora. I was even like all you said, and then you say Akal. I feel like, okay, some people are emotional. But I feel like you can't be apologizing to me for something that you did because you're upset, and then the first thing you want to do is cry. Because what are you expecting me to say?
Yeah.
Now
I look like a jerk if I don't accept your apology.
Console you. But if you cry, yes, too late. Listen, my apologies, and I don't hug you, then everybody else thinks I'm
yeah,
I'm a mean person. I'm being bitchy.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, and then must
I think shout out to Jojo. She did comment on one of our videos. But I think what happens with the Jojo is she did something, then like any normal human being realized that she was gonna get into trouble for it, and she was just building up to that moment. She noticed that she was quite quiet throughout because she knew she was gonna be asked. She knew they were going to show the clip when she poured the water. On purpose, because it was on purpose, because she was frustrated at the time. But again, a apology that is genuine comes like that. it's not I'm sorry. What am I going to do with you? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So for me, I would like to say to Jojo, as much as she was crying because that's the person she is, she's emotional. She even said they're gonna call me a crybaby, but that for me was touching because she knew she had done something wrong and she had every intention to apologize to my Lucy because she knew she was wrong, and you can't fault her for that.
I'm just cold. Girl, please.
You can't fault her for that. Made a shame for the poor Tinkerbell. She looked like a Tinkerbell, I think, in her dress. So she looked so cute, and I felt it. Don't worry about her, Jojo. I felt it. We love you, and hopefully you come back next season. So let's go down the list before we say goodbye to you guys and start our Friday and drink our sangria, which is amazing, by the way. We are going to go down the list of the ladies and see who we think should come back or not.
Wow.
Sarusha.
No.
Honestly speaking, I think she's just boring and tries so hard to be diplomatic. There was a time where the girls were all conflicted with the married and unmarried divide. And she said, I agree with all the ladies, but they were opposing views. So how are you agreeing with all the ladies?
I know.
Hey, Miss Diplomat is maybe there is a show for you, but this one's not it. Nothing wrong with her, but thank you, bye. We want to see the space filled with someone else. Because I'm going off on a tangent here a little bit, but after watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta with now Marlo and all the other girls leaving and stuff, the dynamic is so light. Yes, I've watched I think one episode, but things have changed by them simply making cost changes. So I also think Sarusha needs to go. No offense, okay? And then Mabusi, please come to the show. Back. The fact that they asked you and you said no, when I found that out, they asked her to come first season and she said no because she wants to build her content. Listen, we love you now.
Emotionally ready. And last time and they were cheating her family.
We love you now. We, the audience, love you now. Please, can you be on the show as an official cast member? Come back. Please. And then we have Annie. I think Annie should come back.
For drama purposes, it's fine.
I'm not a fan of Annie. She's a mean girl, as much as she pretends not to be. I think she's a mean girl and she hides behind the guise of I'm honest. But there's a way of saying things when you're honest.
Foul.
Yes. She intentionally is mean. I mean, I'll do it. I'll do the editing. The clips of the time she was shady and did that shady laugh of hers will be down here. She is messy boots. But yes, that laugh, bruh.
It kills
because
she hates
it because when she's doing this she knows she's doing wrong.
Evil.
Like Eddie, girl. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think she should stay because that is reality TV. Like, bye girl, don't come back.
I love you so much.
Don't come back.
Bye.
I love you too, but don't come back on the show. The show is not for you.
There's nothing more for you to say.
Keep to your speeches. Don't ruin your reputation on things that are giving you the bag over a reality show that will ruin your reputation. Don't come back.
Jojo?
Jojo should come back. We love you, girl. Come back, please.
Let's drama.
No. She's nice. She has something going on. She deserves to be on reality. Now, okay, who else is missing? Londi should come back. There's more happening in her life. She'll have a storyline. She's getting married. She's pregnant. Exactly. Something will happen. So, no.
No. Because she doesn't
know.
No. Second thing, thank you.
Exit stage left, goodbye. You don't need to come back. Who else? Nonku is a reality show queen. She reminds me of Phaedra from Real Housewives of Atlanta. She brings it. She knows what reality TV is about. She definitely should come back. Any suggestions on who should replace the other ladies?
Oh, no.
No?
No, that's funny enough.
There was rumors of babes what do what don't. The show will stop and there'll be restraining orders. Tamia Pisane, no. There's nothing interesting about that girl. Her husband is interesting. Her mother-in-law is interesting, not her. And besides, they do have a show about Ben's mom kids. Yeah. Ben's mom kids. No, Ben's mom kids season 2 Angis.
Do you know what I think of who would be interesting? She's not a wife.
Who's Taylor? Taylor should come.
I think Taylor
the original mayor of Durban.
Yes.
Taylor should definitely be on. I love her. I love Taylor. She's classy. She's beautiful. Yay, guys, she's ratchet. You know. I don't know. Oh, but I don't think Mihlali needs to be on the show.
But Telo, yes.
Telo?
I think Telo should come. I think she'll honestly bring that young, funky.
And her cousin almost shows it can do a little cameo.
Yes, or like a Vela. Oh, like a Vela. But Telo?
Yes. So with that, ladies, it is golden hour, as you can see. The sun is shining. It is Friday. I hope you guys have a good weekend. We will see you next week with Living the Dream with Somizi, because obviously the girls are gone. Get yourself some sangria, guys, from Woolies. It's amazing. I'll put the link down below. Cheers.